Welcome in to the Eric Zane Show podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures from right here in the, I always want to say the name of the former sponsor. I'm so used to saying it that way. They'd sponsored the studio for so long. I opened up yesterday's show, and I was talking about how it's so difficult, and it's my biggest pet peeve to get people to respond to me when it comes to, because what I do every day is I do this show, and I talked about this. I won't dwell on it too much. And then I'm trying to get people who have businesses to market themselves on my show. Say, I can provide something for you. I talk for 15 minutes, talk about your my sponsors, get your lawn cut by this guy, get your car fixed at Irvine's, all that stuff. Nate Zelensky, get your lawn cut, get your car fixed at Irvine's, and that's it. And I talked about how these folks at Impact Power Sports, I cannot get them to tell me yes or no. And so they recently changed ownership. So Drew and his dad, Ron, had been there forever. That's how I started the relationship. Well, they sold the business. And so Drew broke the ice. I went there. I met these guys. I go, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. Scott there has heard of me. Tim hadn't. And but I got to know them. I said, yeah, this is what I do. I basically resell myself. Okay. I go, and your marketing ends July 15th. That's what you currently have paid up for. Hopefully we can keep working. I'd love to have you in. And I kept getting, I don't want to say the runaround, but it was difficult to actually make any connection. So right there, I'm like, okay, no problem, but I can sense something is coming. Now we're to the point where it's like I don't exist. So yesterday was my final email because I'm not spending one more second on this. I'm done. All I am looking for is just someone to tell me, no, we're not going to spend any money on marketing. Or yes, we are. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I can so promise you that. It is not a big deal. I just don't want to be spending any more time wondering if that's something you're interested in and spending even 1 second composing even one email. Just tell me yes or no. This is not difficult. Subject line, are we still partnering? Body of email, hello, fellas. Can I get a yes or no about marketing? Thanks, EZ. That's it. Okay. If you see that, and you do, and you can't even just write yes or no, then that tells me all I need to know. It's okay. You're not going to break my heart. My God. So annoying. That is the quickest way to make the list, is that type of ghosting. It's the worst. What is wrong with people? How can you conduct business like this? Like I just heard from my pal Dan Frazier at the Dirty Donut race. And as soon as I see I got the email, and as soon as I saw it, I immediately respond. And the whole thing is done. He wants me to make some announcements for his Uncle John's gravel race. And that's what Donut Dan does, is he does biking and running events. So he wanted me to do some announcements, and he's also going to sponsor the Asshole of the Day. I love him for that. For a whole year, it's going to be the Asshole of the Day, brought to you by the Dirty Donut Race. I had also been talking with Mateo in Tennessee. I think because Mateo and I, his brother, I think it's his brother or his cousin, runs a pawn shop. I want a whole segment based on the pawn shop. Because he was like, well, can we do asshole of the day? And we hadn't gotten very far. I got much further in the negotiations with Donut Dan, and Donut Dan has it. See, it's the Dirty Donut Race Asshole of the Day award. Have you ever been in a Costco parking lot? First of all, that is not an easy place to be in. It is so overrun with people. And you might have the most impatient of people on the planet at a Costco parking lot. I almost said Costco parking lot. It's packed, for starters. Always. But people who are there, a bad idea, because you have the front of the store. Try to stay away from the front of the store. This is easy to navigate Costco parking lot tips. You've got all these different people from all different areas going to the Costco. They have only so many parking spots. Whatever you do, do not go near the front of the store, because not only do you have to turn left, right, go forward. You have to decide all that, but there's cars trying to get in, where you're not going and getting in your way, and then you have to contend with the people coming out of the store and going into the store. Any looking for a spot is a bad move. Also, if you're going down the aisle and you see somebody just getting into their car or unloading their shit, it is not okay to stop and wait with your blinker on for them to get out. That's not okay. You are either finding an empty spot or you are not. Keep moving, asshole. Not only that, you're better off just going to where you know there's a few parking spots, like the back of the store. If you drive all the way around the back of the store, there's going to be parking spots there for now. Our local Costco in beautiful Granville, Michigan, is run by my neighbor who's in my fantasy football league. I think I recommended, was it Becca Shea? Whatever happened with that, Becca Shea? Did you, I know you had an interview. Did it ever, that's the last I heard of it. Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe you got in a fight with him or something like that. You might even have spoken with this guy. I'm pretty sure they're doing some renovation very soon and adding space and adding parking spots. Nick says, I just park in the back of the lot and walk, which is what I just said. All these lard asses circling the lot to save 20 steps. 100% very effective. Saves you so much time. Becca Shea says, it did not work out. They needed me to be there at 5, and I don't get out of my other job until 5. Standale Costco would be awesome. Megan says, at least they're building a Cane's across the street from Costco. That'll help. I don't know what that is. Is that a Raising Cane's? Isn't that a restaurant? I don't know what the hell's going on. Stand by. Branjo's here. He says, I'm a big Costco guy. I talked with a worker who said someone returned a barbecue smoker that had rust on it. Very generous return policy. The Cane's is going where the Okay, it looks like Stevie might have had a stroke. She wrote, it's going where the Sear. I guess there was a Sears across the mall, across the street at the mall. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Sears Automotive. Where Sears Automotive. Sears is dead, right? Everything at that fucking mall is dead across the street from where this Costco is. It's so sad. You go drive by that thing, and like there used to be, there's all sorts. I think there was, all those big anchor stores, and you know it's bad when on the sign, it's there's like dirt tracks underneath the sign, like they're not actually taking care of the building. I don't even think there's any tenants in the goddamn thing. Amanda is here. She says, the Sears catalog, the Amazon of its day. Hey, how is it going on with your poverty Ozempic? I know you purchased like Temu Ozempic. How is that going? I need an update on your Temu Ozempic that you purchased. Well, anyway, this all comes up because there was an article in USA Today about welcome to the Costco parking lot wars. It's Survivor with cars. Mal Hall, a San Diego stand-up comic, has a bit that always gets a laughs in comedy clubs around the country. The highly relatable experience of cruising the Costco parking lot. I did it again for an open spot. If you love being around people that you can't stand, go to Costco on Saturday. As soon as I pull into the parking lot, I'm like, what are we doing today? What is this? So true. It's one of the fundamental truths about the world's most popular warehouse chain. People love Costco, but they don't love parking at Costco. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. And I have to be extra patient. And if you don't behave extra patient in that parking lot, you could have trouble. Here's an image of something that drives people nuts. At Costco, people just do this deal to get their giant oversized carts so that they don't roll into other cars. They put them on the little surfaces that have flower beds and trees, as opposed to walking them over to the goddamn cart corral. Amanda says, I should be under 300 by next week. I'm down 15. Oh, and it's been a month. I see Rebecca is here. Hello to you. About people that do that with the carts. God, I hate that, filthy animals. Yeah, I walk that all the way back. Even if I'm parked in the back of Costco, I will bring my cart back. Because it's very important for me to feel like I am better than those people. And I am. Than people who don't return their goddamn carts. There's even a TikTok list of the most evil places on earth. Every Costco parking lot is built on a fault line where the demons crawl up from hell and possess the drivers into acting like they have never driven a vehicle before. It's being described as Costco parking rage. Rude behavior in these lots comes as no surprise to people. A year ago, a driver was witnessed screaming at another person. I thought that he wanted my spot, so I was trying to back out of my spot, and he got so angry like I was going to hit him when I wasn't. All right, so that's the thing. Speaking of that, totally different topic. You would not believe the close call that happened to me on the roadway the other day. And it's my fault, but I was trying to be a good citizen. I come to the end of this road near my house, and I'm going to make a left onto a very busy road. and there's a person that's going for a walk, and I'm blocking where she would walk from one side of the street to the other. You know, you like pull in, and then I look right, I'm already there blocking it, and she's about to cross the street as she's taking her walk. I go, well, I got to back up. I hate that, you know. I hate when people do that to me. They don't pay attention, or it happens a lot. It's not the worst thing in the world. I come to expect it when I'm out running. No big deal. I just kind of look out for them. But all right, I'm going to back up. And I put it in reverse. What do you think happened? What do you think is going to be the next thing in this story? I put the car in reverse. And what? Fill in the blank here. I did it so quickly. Crop dust Ryan, car behind you honks. I did even worse. They we don't have time. They put their car in reverse and started backing up. And I looked in my rearview mirror, and that car is backing up. I'm like, oh, God, fuck. And then the woman who was crossing the street, she was telling me to stop backing up because she saw that I was going to hit that car. And before I knew I was going to hit that car. Son of a bitch. That's a bad feeling. Then I put it into drive, got the hell out of there. Oh, fuck. Driving 90 miles an hour to put distance between me and the car behind me so that I don't have to look that person in the face because I look like such an asshole. Nick writes, when you put your cart up on that curb thing where the trees grow and all the wood chips are, that's called curbing. They need the cart narcs. So cart narcs guy, he's the one that annoys people and says you gotta don't be a lazy bones, put your cart back, and he shoots a video and then it's hilarious and people get pissed off. There's another one that's going around of this overly muscular bodybuilder guy who's a Russian accent, and the people that he's telling to put the cart away do not give him any shit. I wonder if I can find that. Russian muscle man shopping cart. Yes. Russian gangster makes guy put his cart back. It's not the best video because it's a little small. But you'll get the idea.
The cart return is literally right there. Why you leave the cart over here?
I didn't know.
Okay, so he puts the cart behind the guy, and he's bald, tatted up, probably 320 pounds, pure muscle.
No.
You didn't know? Well, now you know.
Okay, Lieutenant, thank you.
You want to take it back?
Yeah.
Literally right there,
You
man.
moved it for me, thank you.
You're welcome.
He walks.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I need more.
That's not where the cart goes, my friend.
I got you, boss. Put it away. No worries. Where does it go? Over there?
Don't give him any shit.
In the cart return. Where else? You see the cart return?
Yeah.
That's where the carts go.
I got you, man.
In my country, it's very disrespectful to leave the carts. You don't know whose car is going to hit.
Right.
Might roll hit the grandma.
Yeah, no, I tried to put it away.
I didn't see you. Try. There you go. That's how we do it.
Got you, man. Hey, you have a good one.
Quick 500.
Okay. Smart move by that fucking kid.
Fucking go. The cart return.
That's the one we saw earlier. I need more.
How's it going? I'm from YouTube, yes.
Yeah?
And that's not the card return.
Yeah, I seen you, man.
You've seen me.
Yeah.
So why would you leave your card if you saw me right here?
Yeah, I was
You
like,
know what's gonna happen.
man, you gonna beat me up, man. Nice to meet you, Carlos, man.
Vladimir, nice to meet you. So you know what you have to do now, right?
I gotta go put it back.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, you saw us right here. Why would you
Okay,
leave
he's got that briefcase. In my mind, he's got like implements of torture in there.
Hell yeah, man.
Have you ever seen a bigger dude? I like how he accompanies them to the cart return, to the cart corral.
All right, Carlos, you said?
Hey, nice to meet you, man.
You too, man. Put your
care.
card back next time.
I know, huh? Sounds good, boss. Take it easy.
You too, man.
This one he puts in front of this Mercedes Benz.
Excuse me, my friend.
What's going on?
That's not the card return over here.
Cool. I'll return.
Okay?
Just waits.
Nobody's attacking you here. We're just asking you to return your shopping cart.
No, I totally get it, dude.
What a great bit. This is outstanding. It's so simple. I mean, there is no production cost or anything.
There you go.
to
Wasn't
make
so
this
hard, right?
goddamn
No, it wasn't. Not at all.
What's your name?
Victor.
Victor Vladimir. Nice to meet you.
I don't want him to be so nice, though. I want him to be a little bit more angry.
Nice to meet you, Vladimir.
I
Yeah,
want
but
him
go-
to be a little bit more antagonistic. I don't like the handshake and all that other bullshit. I want him to call him like a fuckface. Rebecca congratulates Amanda on losing the 15. Amanda says, quote, "I'm hoping I don't lose my tit fat." Okay, I don't know what the mechanics are of how this all works, but I think you'll be fine. Branjo says, if I see an older person done with their cart, I'll walk theirs back too just to show off. Hey, Nick, how's your Russian accent? Becca Shea says, I love that guy. Branjo says, that's the best. Stevie says, haha, losing your boobs is hilarious. I don't think you will, though. I think I don't think we need to worry about that. I mean, some people love their boobs. Other people aren't like, yeah, the fuck. I would love to lose my boobs. Boobs are a pain in the ass. Excuse me. Okay. Anyway, that is a thing, I guess. Costco parking lot rage. I think any parking lot has parking lot rage. Have you guys been following the story about my favorite athlete, Sophie Cunningham? Not the best picture of Sophie Cunningham. She plays for the Indiana Fever. She's the one who, when people like knock down Caitlin Clark, she kicks their ass. She's the one who was also the ring girl at the MMA fight. And one of the things that she's been promoting is she's standing up for women athletics, especially young ladies in athletics. You know, that trend of a transgender woman was a man, becomes a woman, and then competes with the chicks, kicks their ass, and then the girls are like, what the fuck did I work so hard for? And I've got this transgender woman. It's not fair. It's totally not fair. And this is coming. Starla. And this is coming. I know full well that, Madison and my son-in-law, who is a transgender man, they're like, no, that's the way it's got to be. I was like, bullshit. Don't tell me what it's got to be. All right? It does not apply here. Equality is not a thing when it comes to this because it's not good for all the young ladies. How'd you like to be a chick who's a young lady on the track team in high school, and all you want to do is come in first place in the state meet, And then all the while from another school, or maybe your school, is a dude who has become a chick and kicks your ass. That is bullshit. So she's been big on that. And the Fury were in Oregon to take on the WNBA team there. And there was a couple of young people that had signs. Here they are. There's a couple of young ladies, and they love Sophie Cunningham, and they write, "We love you, Sophie." This one chick, and this other one says, "Thank you, Sophie, for speaking up for girls." That's it. That is it. Well, the owner of the team, I'm sorry, did I say Oregon? I meant Washington. The Seattle Storm. The co-owner of the Seattle Storm is Celeste Keaton. This is Celeste Keaton. I had a picture of her, but I don't. I had one. There, here she is. This is Celeste Keaton. Actually, I think she's in the green. She got pissed off because these women were holding like this sign. She's like the opposite. She's like, no, a transgender woman should be allowed to compete with the dudes. And so she started screaming and swearing at these two teenagers and called them fucking insane over their stance on trans athletes competing in women's sports. And the chicks start crying, young girls, or it's, how it is. The teenagers were sitting courtside, holding their signs. They felt good about themselves. Here it is. This is the chick. You get a better look. She's the one that's the size of two chicks in the green here. That is Celeste Keaton. She's a part owner of the Seattle Storm. So that's like a problem. You know what the biggest problem with the WNBA is? There's a lot of cattiness, like a lot of bickering and fighting and who said this and I don't know. I mean, that's what's happening there. Is you're getting a lot of stereotypes that are being not just perpetuated but enforced about women hating on other women. Everything's a bitch fest. Like the players that hate on Caitlin Clark and whatnot and all that. It's a whole bit of drama. And I think that if and I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying that this is a fact. I actually like it. I think this is great for the basketball game and the promotion of it. You want Seattle Storm co-owner walking up to these chicks and saying, hey, go fuck yourself. No matter what the sign said. And if they start crying, that's excellent. Sophie Cunningham, she responded. And I think she said something truly embarrassing of Celeste Keaton. Unfortunately shows the type of leader she is. That's great. You want that too. Now it's back in her court. So if you look, you don't see this type of drama in the NBA. You see it in the WNBA. And to me, any type of drama is good for the game. That's a storyline. It doesn't matter how they talk about you, just as long as they talk about you. Lean in, always. On a side note, I am considering purchasing a Spicy Sophie t-shirt. This is the design I was thinking about. for the spicy Sophie T-shirt. This is it right here. So she does this point, like she'll like point at you, and if the game's going on and she starts pointing at you, it's like she's saying "fuck you." I'll tell you this right now: if Sophie Cunningham says whatever, I'm supporting it. Like she's saying, no transgender women should be playing with biological women in sports. Okay, if I didn't support that before, I would support it now because Sophie told me so. It just turns out that I had always felt that way. Crop Does Ryan says that's why Sophie is doing what she's doing. She's a mediocre bench player. It's the only way she can sell merch. Well, I mean, she may not be a superstar when it comes to ability, but marketability is also very important. And you have to consider players in the WNBA, they don't make that much money for the actual gameplay. They make money on marketability. That's why she walks out of hotels dressed up and looking fantastic. That's marketability. That's why she's at an MMA event holding the round card. Marketability. Anything you can do, you do to make money and have fun at the same time. Nothing wrong with that. And she's cool. I like her. We know her name. I don't know of any other WNBA players. I know of Caitlin Clark. I know Sophie Cunningham. And what's the chick that is always trying to beat up Sophie Cunningham? What's her name? Trixie McGee or Lexi Trexie? Sexy Lexi? Midnight Star? Megan from Irvine's is here. Oh, that's it. Angel Reese. Angel Reese. Yeah, she's cool too because she starts fights. Alan says, don't forget the brick Barbie. Yeah, there's a one girl who is not like a lean, mean basketball player. She's big. She's a big, big girl. All right. So I'm interested in all of those people more than I am any NBA player other than LeBron. I'm very interested in what goes on with LeBron, considering the fact that he's played basketball for 25 years, considering the fact that he's going to a new team and might be able to bring them to the promised land. It's a great storyline. Again, I always fight for stories. I will fight to the death for stories. All right, hang on. You're not going to believe this. Oh, never mind. It's all set. Are you interested in the new WPBL? I don't know if I know what that is. Women's Pro Baseball League features 4 inaugural founding teams: the Boston Hunters, the Los Angeles Queens, the New York Heights, and the San Francisco Fire Bells. Okay, so I'm interested because it's a new baseball league. But I don't have anything right now that's, other than that, I don't have anything interested in it. I would watch, like, clips, and maybe something would get me interested. I got interested in the WNBA women that I mentioned because of clips that I see, you know? And Sophie is a fucking riot. She's just terrific. Great spirit. And it doesn't help, or it doesn't hurt that she's cute. See, Caitlin Clark's a total bow wow. Sophie Cunningham is not. And she's fun. Everybody loves that. You got to go with fun. Easy, isn't that creepy? It's absolutely creepy. But it's not like, I'm ogling her and want to take her down, for God's sake. She's just fun. I love Sophie Cunningham. Thank you to Berlin Raceway. We've got races going on tomorrow. You have till 11:59 to get tickets for just $17 at berlinraceway.com. Parking is free. 15 and under get in free. You can go in there with a 12 by 18 cooler or smaller, full of all your snacks and all your soft drinks, just no glass. All the adult beverages are inside. Happy hour starts at 4 p.m. Cheap beer there. Otherwise, beer is not that expensive. It's like $6 a pop. And they have a full bar there, part of the festivities, and a band playing the second that the checkered flag drops on the feature race. All at berlinraceway.com. You have till 11:59 online at berlinraceway.com to get your tickets. After that, you can still get them online and at the gate, but the price goes up. So get them now. Amanda says the league is not new. We have the Rockford Peaches in Grand Rapids, had its own team as well. Those girls are going to have to remember there's no crying in baseball. Okay. Special thanks as well to Frank Fuss over at My Policy Shop Insurance. You can get into a healthcare.gov insurance policy, which is basically all the top insurance carriers fighting for your business. If you are in between jobs, perhaps your boss does not offer insurance, or if you run your own business, you got to get a health insurance policy through the marketplace. You can even, if you have workplace insurance, one of those insurance policies, and you can save money or get a better insurance policy for the rest of your family in the marketplace while you utilize your workplace insurance. Some people like that because a lot of the time, those workplace insurance policies are garbage. Way expensive. Coverage sucks. You get less coverage, more expense every year. It blows. Go to appointmentwithfrank.com. That's appointmentwithfrank.com, and he will help you. And as always, all of Frank's services are 100% free. He gets paid by insurance companies. Okay, this is yet another story of AI, I guess, going rogue. A kind of AI, I think. I am so not up to speed on this. Some of you may have some information that can help me with this story, but Anthropic says, even that, I don't know what the fuck that means. Anthropic says Claude models, quote, gained unauthorized access to 3 companies during a cyber test. The artificial intelligence firm Anthropic revealed Thursday that its Claude model escaped an isolated testing environment at least 3 times and accessed the systems of 3 different organizations without a prompt to do so. And when I see that, it says that it escaped 3 times. So I picture it walking out. And that's not what's happening. But being in an isolated testing environment, and I don't know if that's like housing data in a mainframe, and then it decides to access different systems on its own. I need more information. Anthropic said Thursday evening, so yesterday, it reviewed more than 141,000 evaluations of Claude after one of its computers, OpenAI, announced earlier this month that 2 of its AI agents went rogue and hacked into the system of startup technology company Hugging Face. No idea. During its review, Anthropic said it identified the 3 instances in which a model accessed the internet while within or interacting with an isolated testing environment hosted by a third-party partner called Irregular. From there, the AI model gained unauthorized access to the production infrastructure of 3 different organizations. The incidents involved 3 different Claude models. So you're looking at Anthropic to Claude to Opus 4.7, Mythos, all different types of AI communicating with one another. The models left the testing environment due to a misunderstanding between the firm and the event. Okay, this sounds like a different language to me. What everybody wants to know is, when are we going to be at a point where something like this happens on its own and all of a sudden nuclear weapons are flying through the air? Is that ever a possibility? That's the only thing anybody cares about. Speaking of science fiction or technology, I started watching a film yesterday called Project Hail Mary. And I'm about a third of the way through it. And I really like it. Of course, I watch it like that because I just don't have time to sit down and watch something for 2.5 hours. It's free on Amazon right now, on Amazon Movies. I'm really liking that movie. I'm sure a lot of you have seen that film. Do it. Watch it. Watch it with me. Crop Dust Ryan says, how long until we have to go to war against rogue technology? Amanda says, Ed, I watched a story where the military did an experiment with a drone bomber, and it went rogue as well. Chris read the book, Project Hail Mary. I have yet to actually attempt to even use. The only time I use AI is when I search something on Google, and I get the explanation via AI. Well, that's a little bit alarming, to say the least. All right. I think I killed him. Girlfriend said in a call after stabbing. Court docs say. Here's the woman that did the stabbing. All right. If someone said, I want you to picture in your mind's eye somebody who would have stabbed the boyfriend, it's going to look like this. This is a hard living line 7. Okay? I think this appears, though, it's looking like she might have gotten socked in the eye, though. Her name is Brittany Grote. Even the name is just fantastic for this. And so, I don't know, maybe this is self-defense. If that's the case, I hope so. Here's this guy with too much hair talking about it.
New this afternoon, a Battle Creek area woman is charged with murder after her boyfriend was found stabbed to death in his Richland Township home last Friday. Court documents allege that 36-year-old Brittany Grote stabbed 50-year-old Robert Larson 10 times in the chest and neck area at his home on West Sturtevant Avenue. Investigators say it stemmed from a domestic dispute.
Okay.
Documents reveal that Grote allegedly called 2 men just after 9 that night, saying that she killed her boyfriend. Grote was later located by police inside Larson's car, wearing bloody clothes.
Okay, total fuck up. You can't call other people and say that. You got to kill them and then call 911 and say, Oh, my God, I had to defend myself because I just got beat up. That's the only way this works.
In an interview with police, she
And I believe she did get it. I mean, you see her, she got a black eye.
denied knowing where the blood came from, and she said that Larson had cut her with a folding knife as she was leaving his house.
There you go.
She told investigators Larson then went back inside the home. She admitted to police that the two were in a relationship and that she had been staying at the house for several weeks. A large folding knife and baseball bat were found at the scene. Grote is expected back in court next week.
Yeah, she fucked up bad. No doubt in my mind that she got roughed up. Brad Bullbrain Chris says, young female Mitch McConnell. Author of Project Hail Mary, same author as The Martian. What is up with Mitch McConnell? We talked about this on the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. Mitch McConnell, conspiracy theories. Social media users spread conspiracy theories about Mitch McConnell after photo release. Amid growing speculation about McConnell's health after he spent a week out of the public eye.
Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell's health. His office tried to put those headlines to rest with a statement and photo, but the picture they included is raising even more speculation. This is the photo in question. Senator McConnell and his wife Elaine Chao.
You see, people are saying that this photo here is photoshopped. How the fuck can you tell?
Are seen in what appears to be a medical facility. And some people online say this was generated or edited using artificial intelligence. Our partners with PolitiFact checked with two experts who analyzed the picture and found no proof it was generated or manipulated with AI. With more and more altered photos and videos popping up online, there are some things you can do
This chick has a crooked mouth.
yourself to spot a fake. Any visual online meant to get a strong reaction should make you suspicious, or at least want to look into it further to
Well, that Mitch McConnell photo, that was intended to give us a strong reaction.
verify if it's true. See if you can find multiple reputable sources publishing the same or a similar image. Taking it a step further, some of the AI companies people use to
Yeah, I can't handle this chick's mouth. It's going sideways. Stevie says the wall behind him is crooked in that picture. What are you talking about?
artificial intelligence.
The wall is crooked. I see a wall. I see corners. I see edges. I see a wall. I mean, the wall behind me looks crooked, for God's sake. His face hasn't been that healthy, full in a long fucking time. Now, look at recent videos of him. He looked like a gaunt corpse. You guys suck at this. It's leaning to the right. Look, there's a lot that can happen in any image. Take a look at me. This room is crooked. I think that sometimes you guys might be just so... sometimes you're painfully dumb. What? Stop. That's not anything. It's a picture of an old man next to his wife. What the fuck? Crop Dust Ryan says, I listened to a guy who was an AI expert the other day, and he went step by step explaining how it wasn't AI. As much as I wish the prick was taking a dirt nap, I don't think he is yet. Bread Bull Brain Chris says, no video of him in more than 2 months. All we need is a short recording. I don't think we need to. I like it better this way, with you ding-dongs suggesting that it's a conspiracy theory and that he's been dead for a while. If I'm Mitch McConnell, I'm like, oh, fuck those guys. Fuck them. I just like making them think that I am dead. He's fine. Give me a break. You guys read too many fucking fiction books. All right. So anyway, this chick, hard living line, needs to do better. If you do waste the boyfriend, you got to make sure that everybody knows that he used to beat the shit out of you. If you live in that type of hard living line setting, no doubt spousal abuse is rampant. The very last line of this article says, Grote's booking folder shows her with a bruised face and a swollen lip. Okay. All right. She probably got punched. You start with that. And then you run out of the house crying when the cops get there, saying, I did it. He beat me. I saved my life. I had to. I love him, but I had to. You know, you gotta really lean into this shit. Black Belt Nick says, yeah, I'm sure his wife didn't go to China and get a lifelike robot to put in pictures. Becca Shea says, with this government, who the hell knows? Oh, come on now. Nonsense. Stay right there, folks. Your old pal EZ has an intermission in our future right now, and I will be back. The nutrition is still off for me. I've been getting the runs in. When I say runs, I don't mean like diarrhea. Yesterday, 6 miles. Believe it or not, that's a recovery run because I go slow, methodical, take my time. But the scale doesn't move. Now, I'm not doing this to lose weight, but you would assume that if I'm putting in dozens of miles a week, I'm burning twice as many calories a day that I normally would, that I would lose weight. I'm losing none. I am still hovering at about, this morning, 194.5. There was some dispute about my height. I still say I'm 5'8". Several of you say I'm more like 5'6". It might have to do with the diet. Now, I don't like to run while hungry, because when I run while hungry, I get hypoglycemic, my blood sugar gets low, and I have to stop. I can't even move. It's so bad. So I want to make sure I've got some fuel in the tank. I've eaten appropriately. But I don't know if this is good. Stand by. Bruce, no. Rebecca says, Jeremy told me that you weigh more than he does now. Oh, yeah. Big time. Pooh Bear goes out to lunch with the NFK yesterday. They come back from some restaurant, and she brings me home the huge, which is chicken parm with spaghetti. And I go, all right, I'm going to eat this now. I got my running shoes on. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go out the door, but I need some fuel. So I knock back a chicken breast and a plate of spaghetti. I'm like, I don't know if this is a good idea. But I pulled it off. But I think that might be part of the problem. I'm not really focused on the diet. I'm focused more on actually getting out and running. I don't hate it either. Like I was talking with Charity Scam Mike the other day, my brother-in-law, and I go, yeah, I'm going to go run. We were up north. I go, I'm going to go running. He goes, you're going to go running? I go, yeah. And he goes, what are you training for something? I go, yeah, I'm going to run a race in October. And he goes, what, is there like a Clydesdale division? Okay, so now people are giving me fat jokes. I'm getting fat jokes from people. Amy says, somehow I picture the Michael Scott episode where he eats pasta right before running a 5K. There you go. But so I actually started this one out. Hold on a second. Darla. I started this one out by just walking. Like taking a brisk walk. And slowly got into my run. And, yeah, okay. Thank God I took the same route. Thank God I was by the school ball field. Thank God they had the Porta-John. That happened. Which, by the way, I'm in there, and then some mom is in there with her kid, helping. He's little. And I can hear the conversation. And this is what mom says. This is what I hear come out of mom's house. I hear, how in the world did you manage to put 2 pair of underwear on? Off we go. Finish the run. Get home. No problem. Now, typically, I would get home and then eat even more food. I didn't actually do that yesterday, which, I don't know, maybe there's some hope. At some point, I've got to get below 190. Rebecca talking about her shredded lover, Jeremy. Jeremy's doing great. He's kept all the weight off. I'm so proud of him. Yeah, that really was a fantastic story. I loved every part of that. Today, back out on the road, no big deal. Saturday, 7-mile run. And, I continue to do it. I feel great. Maybe I could run in the Clydesdale division. I think you have to be, like, heavier and taller. And I'm only 5'8", though some of you say I'm like 5'6". Shut up. It's so bad that, like, I have a view of myself as not being little. But then when I see people that are little, I'll say, holy shit, that guy's little. And then I walk up to him, and we're the same height. I'm like, God damn it. This is how I look to people. Let's see. Black Belt Nick says, you might have been 5'8" 20 years ago before shrinking. I refuse to accept that. I do not think that I am shrinking yet, because that does happen, you know. Article says, did you just lose the lottery? Big lottery win expires. Some idiot bought a ticket and won $250,000 and never claimed it in the great state of Michigan. So when it says check your lottery tickets, you may have just lost $250,000. Don't check your tickets, because you'd be sick if you realize that you just lost $250,000. It makes you wonder how often that's happened, where a winning ticket comes and, you know, people don't actually cash it. A lot could have happened, though. It could have been forgotten. The person could have died, didn't know they had it. That's a nightmare. If you win the lottery and then you find out that you actually won the damn thing after the fact. The record for an unclaimed lottery prize in Michigan was set many years ago in 1998. It was an East Lansing location that sold the ticket worth $34 million, and it went unclaimed. Oh, my God. I don't play enough. Former baseball player Harrison Bader is in bad shape. Suffers major injury after crashing a scooter into a fire truck, and then the fire truck ran over him. I take it back. I said former player. That's not accurate. He's a current player. Son of a bitch. First, the team said he suffered some accident on Saturday night. Details have now begun to emerge. Boy, you would think that nobody would be able to keep their mouth shut if a Major League Baseball player smashed into the fire truck with a scooter, and then the thing is rolling at the time, and it runs over the guy. Holy shit. A witness shed more light, saying that that's exactly what happened. And apparently, though, it didn't run over his body. It ran over his foot, the same foot that was already injured, causing a major injury. And several people said that Harrison Bader was seen drinking at bars across the city preceding the incident. Well, whatever. Who cares? Yeah, that's what people do. But that's an outrageous injury, though. The fact that the foot is already a problem, and then of all things that happen, you're on a scooter. you hit a fire truck while it's moving, you're drunk, and then the moving fire truck rolls over the injured fucking foot. Like Tony Blundetto in The Sopranos. God damn. Bummer for that guy. A story that was just posted. ABCnews.com. 15-year-old kid from Indiana. He got busted. He was convicted in murder. A 2025 gang-related shooting that left one woman dead, another wounded, and a third injured when she was hit by a car fleeing the gunfire. The kid's name is Joe Mays Larry of Anderson, Indiana, and he was sentenced yesterday. This 15-year-old, and they gave him 100 years. That doesn't seem like, nowadays, like the type of sentence that's going to stick. Wasn't there a federal law that just was, or a federal whatever the fuck, that made it so that the sentencing guidelines have to change? Or was that Michigan only? I don't know. So this kid and this kid right here did something terrible. And they got 100 years. That's incredible. I kind of like it. It's about time that we lower the boom on these fuckers. Larry was one of 4 members of the Mickey Cobra Nation gang charged in the killing of 26-year-old Dayla Swain, who prosecutors said was shot in February 2025. Larry and his co-defendant, 19-year-old Rashawn Samuels, that's this asshole. They went on trial together. They were convicted on June 30th. I don't know why they didn't plead. Maybe that wasn't offered. I don't know. Typically, they'll say to you, ever hear when they say, like, all right, you plead guilty, you're going to get a lighter sentence. You don't, we're going to throw the book at you. The 19-year-old got sentenced to 125 years in prison. I wonder if this is a sentence because they're black. You hear about that all the time. Like, if you're a white guy and you do this, you get, and you're 15 years old, you get like a month in juvie. But if you're a black guy, you get 100 to 125 years. I'm not bullshitting, by the way. Following their convictions, Samuels and Larry admitted to an enhancement charge of being part of a criminal organization. Oh, so they admitted that they were in a gang. God damn it. Yeah, don't do that. Another defendant, Kyrie Craver, 19 in black, was convicted of Swain's murder in a separate trial earlier this year. Sentenced to 90 years in prison. Because Larry was under the age of 18 at the time of the murder, Indiana law provides an opportunity for him to seek a judicial review of this sentence without the consent of the prosecuting attorney after he has served at least 20 years of his sentence. Oh, fuck, man. This guy's fucked. It was a botched hit, I guess. Damn. Well, all right. That's that. Megan says Anderson, Indiana is a shit show. Donut Dan says Anderson, Indiana is a sketchy town nowadays. Megan says to Dan, do you think it started with all the church camp meetings or with Amber from Teen Mom? Amber from Teen Mom is from Anderson, Indiana. Becca Shea says, or you get to stop at BJ on the way to jail. I can't even concentrate right now. Pooh Bear has this perfume that she puts on, and I think she kind of douses her body in it. And the whole house smells like botanicals. And she does it on purpose. I can't handle.
Hello?
Hey, did you leave?
No. I had to pick him up at 11.
Did you put botanicals on?
Yeah.
Oh, my
It's
God.
not botanicals. It's perfume.
Is it some type of vanilla flowery thing?
Mm-hmm. I think it's vanilla something.
Yeah, it kind of
Why?
it just destroys my brain.
No, too bad. It's better than VO.
Yeah. So you've been all right. How long have you been on Ozempic?
Okay, bye-bye. I'm not on Ozempic, you cock.
Well, you look lean and mean.
I don't know.
What are you doing? What's going on?
Nothing. Maybe it's just maybe menopause is ending and my hormones are changing again. I don't know. I haven't done a thing.
Even Elizabeth said that looks like you're on Ozempic.
No, she said it looks like I lost weight, and maybe it was because I got my gallbladder out. She said nothing but Ozempic.
Maybe. I think you're on.
I wouldn't do that.
If you're on Ozempic, it's quite expensive, so you got to get off it.
Right. And you would know that because we share a bank account. Idiot.
Well, there's no reason to call me bad names.
No. Okay. All right, I'm getting ready.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Love you, bye. Nick is here. He says she needs to share that Ozempic with you. I think I need to get into this topic too, by the way. I made a post to Facebook regarding our pal Freebeer's dramatic weight loss. I mean, look at him. That is lean and mean. I wish I had a less grainy picture so I could check out his jawline. Episode 1789. Eric Zane squashes skinny free beer AIDS rumors. Yeah, I don't want people to think that he's people have started to suggest that he has AIDS. And Freebeer does not have AIDS. He is either grinding on the treadmill or the rower or on P90X. Or, I don't know, maybe it's Ozempic. That's fine. Outstanding work. Here's another image of him. We shared it yesterday. That is a lean dude. What a great world that we live in, that you can get a shot and lose weight like that. Now, granted, in the post, I have his face next to Matthew McConaughey playing the part of a man with his body riddled with AIDS. Tom Hanks playing the part of a man whose body is riddled with AIDS. And an actual man whose body is really riddled with AIDS. But no, there's no way Freebeer has AIDS. You can say a lot about Freebeer, but there's no way he has AIDS. Badger says Ozempic makes your hair fall out. Murder Lover Linda says that totally fits with Freebeer. Crop Dust Ryan says, when I saw that yesterday, the You Have AIDS song from Family Guy started playing in my mind and did not go away until I went to bed. Murder Lover Linda says the question is, can he stop the shot and maintain? Who knows? Now, my question is, if you don't stop the shot, do you look like Kelly Osbourne? Does it continue? Do you start to look like a decrepit monkey skeleton? Because right now, I think he looks great. Donut Dan says, if only Ozempic helped you also become a better person. I don't know about that. I don't know if he's a bad person or a better person or a good person or a horrible person. I just know I don't like him. All right. I think he has a good heart. I just can't stand him. Branjo says that old drop of Liam Neeson saying he's riddled with AIDS, it killed me. Skip says that looks like a mugshot for a murderer. Murder lover Linda says you lower the dose, microdosing. That's what Megan says. You go on a maintenance dose. Nader says, I just quit Wegovy, $900 in, and I did not lose 1 pound. You mentioned that clip of Liam Neeson. I think I want to watch that with you. It's from Life's Too Short.
Hello.
Okay. We're going to watch that. It's a longer clip. It's like 4 minutes, but it's fucking great.
Hello. Come in.
Okay. So Ricky Gervais and one of his writing partner, and this is the guy from Willow.
Work with him.
Okay, but you gotta go though. Sorry, guys.
I could just...
There he is. Hello. Hi. That's Warwick. He's just going there.
Oh, yeah?
Warwick something. I forgot his last name. Neeson's extra serious, all business.
Yeah, we actually were together on Star Wars The Phantom Menace.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we had a scene together. It was cut, though. Do you remember?
Okay. Thanks for seeing me. I'm here because I'm thinking of doing some comedy.
Wow.
I'm a funny guy, aren't I? I'm funny, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Here's some of the stuff I'd like to work on. Improv, stand-up comedy, funny monologues, crazy characters, sketches. You notice this list, huh? I'm always making lists.
Oh.
In fact, that's probably why Steven Spielberg cast me as Oscar Schindler's List. I said, Steven, I make lists all the time. And he said, that's exactly what I'm looking for. What's funny?
Sorry, I thought you were joking about getting the part of Oscar Schindler because you made lists.
No. As an actor, you need stuff to draw on. And I drew on that. Okay, let's do some improvisational comedy.
I can't now, Liam.
It's a bad time. Let's do some improvisational comedy now.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Come in.
Hello.
Oh, no, not you again.
I've never been here before.
Sorry, I thought because you're a hypochondriac, you would have been to the doctors before.
Don't presume. That's a backstory we didn't agree on beforehand.
No, I know. That's improv, though, isn't it? You sort of go with the flow.
I don't take notes.
Okay.
Can we go again?
Yep.
Because you ruined that?
Sorry.
Knock, knock.
Come in.
Hey.
Hi, how's it going? What seems to be the problem?
I've contracted AIDS.
How did you get that?
From an African prostitute.
Do you mind if I interject for a second? Sorry, I just think it's getting quite heavy, this sketch, and I just wonder if perhaps, just for the sake of comedy, you might not want to have contracted AIDS from an African prostitute. Just.
Okay.
Right.
Knock, knock.
Come in.
Hi.
Hi, what seems to be the problem?
As I said before, I've got full-blown AIDS.
Right.
Do you want to know how I got it?
Sure.
I'm a well-known homosexual actor.
Wow. Okay.
It was.
I wouldn't say the name just because of the.
I got it from a non-specific actor.
Does he know he has AIDS?
Who?
Yeah. Cancer, though, and AIDS and famine are just not really subjects for comedy.
Well, how does he get away with it then?
We don't know.
Well, we shouldn't have a doctor in the sketch if I can't talk about AIDS.
Okay.
What do you suggest?
Oh, you're a greengrocer and Ricky comes in to complain.
I've played Rob Roy McGregor, Michael Collins, Oscar Schindler, Zeus, for God's sake. No one's going to believe me as a greengrocer.
Tring.
We're closed.
I think the shop has to be opened for us to do the sketch. Okay. Sorry. Tring.
Yes.
I'd like to make a complaint. Yeah, I bought some fruit here yesterday, and when I got home, some of it was rotten.
That's not my fault.
Well, you know, it's your shop, and it was sold on your premises, so...
I wasn't here.
It doesn't matter, you know, you got to...
I was at the doctor's.
Okay.
I've got AIDS.
Thought you might have. Yep, that's it. That's really good.
Yeah, now...
You're gonna storm it, boy. Okay, brilliant. Good luck with that.
Well done.
Don't forget your little list.
Yeah.
You're off as well, aren't you, Warwick?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, see you guys.
We're good.
All right.
Cheers.
Fuck. Truly fucking fantastic. Let's see. Megan says, I can't even follow this. Becca Shea says, I love this skit. Warwick Davis, that's the guy. Let's see. Black Belt Nick says, most people don't need the drugs. They are lazy. Some people do, but most don't. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about lazy. I can't say that. It's short of that. People are busy. Not everybody can devote that type of time and energy. I don't have a problem with these types of medicines, of people taking them. And now I'm reading that the thought process is with people taking medicine to lose weight, that it is going to help issues like absenteeism and long-term health issues for people who may develop, be susceptible to stroke or cardiovascular disease and things like that. I think that the medicine Ozempic is probably the biggest medical breakthrough maybe ever. All right. Right up there with the vaccine for polio. I mean, this is something that has been the holy grail for a long, long time, and it appears that it's been found. Nick says, oh, I know, but the amount of people just using it for a quick fix is huge. Well, I mean, sometimes that's all you need. Let's say you got a stubborn 20 you want to get rid of. You get rid of it, and then you go ahead and maintain it. That doesn't mean everybody's going to gain it back. Getting weight off is almost always a plus, regardless of how it's done, unless you're riddled with AIDS. Thank you, Crop Dust Ryan. Megan says, do people who hate vaccines take Ozempic? I would guess yes. Fat is the worst, okay? People would 100% put a medicine like Ozempic into their body, even if they were anti-vax, because there's a chance that they can become less disgusting. That's all we're shooting for, being less disgusting. I still want them to do a deep dive, though, on Kelly Osbourne, because that is fucking bonkers to me. Luigi Mangione is in the news. This is the guy who murdered insurance dude, and then somehow he has become The face of Gen Z. You ask anybody who's Gen Z, and they're going to be like rooting for this guy. I don't know how that happened. A curious legal quirk could see Luigi Mangione walk free, and a radical organization is pushing for it. The radical organization is anyone who's Gen Z. It's a rarely used legal loophole that could let the suspected healthcare CEO killer walk free, even if the jury believes he is guilty beyond reasonable doubt of the cold-blooded murder. Let's start with that. How is it that you can, on camera, murder somebody? There's a mountain of evidence in addition to the video of you murdering somebody, and yet we still haven't convicted this guy and put him to death like he should be put to death. I don't think he'll be put to death, but at least spend the rest of his life in prison. That's one of the things about the U.S. justice system that drives me nuts. It's too slow. When they say the gears of justice grind slowly, it's way too slow. This should have been over and done with. Open, shut case. No need for anything other than showing the video, all the other evidence that goes with it, quickly, get through it. Half a day's time, guilty. They're known as the December 4th Legal Committee. They have raised $1.5 million for Luigi's defense fund. They're raising awareness about jury nullification, a legal power by which a defiant jury can find a defendant not guilty if they believe the law the accused is charged with breaking is unjust. While rare since the 19th century, it's used when a jury wants to, quote, send a message about some social issue that is larger than the case itself, or because the result dictated by law is contrary to the jury's sense of justice, morality, or fairness. That sounds like the O.J. Simpson verdict. Jury nullification. He has pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors will have a difficult time finding impartial jurors in New York City for the politically charged case, which has sparked intense debate over the U.S. healthcare system. Now, this is a story that, like if you turn on Free Beer and Hot Wings and they happen to be talking about this, every time they start talking about it, they'll go, you know, it's not okay to murder somebody. But I could see why they did, because this guy represented big insurance. Fucking assholes. So who knows? Here we have some of the folks that are petitioning back in January for Luigi Mangione. They got the Luigi gear on. I am Luigi Mangione. No death penalty. Innocent. Now, I guess there is maybe they would be going for the death penalty. How could you possibly say with a straight face that he's innocent? You fucking losers. Back to weight loss. Rebecca says, the biggest thing the meds do is shut up the food noise in my head. It allows me to focus on things other than food. I'm not lazy, but I have a desk job, and all my brain wants to do is eat because it's bored. Megan says, hell yes, it's so nice to have that noise gone. And then Crop Dust Ryan says, that's exactly what it's supposed to do. That's great. That's always been my issue, bored, eating, and grazing. And Blind Tony is here. Tony Gebhard Podcast. Hold on. I don't know why I can't remember this. The Tony Gebhard Show on Spotify. A lot of the things Honest conversations with the people building a better, more inclusive world, hosted by Tony Gebhard. Okay, that's old. I see the most recent episode for this is April 27th. Help me out again, Tony. Stevie says, hey, beep, beep, how's it going? I know you just relaunched, Tony. Give me the info. Tony Gebhard. Tony Gebhard is a totally blind musician, assistive technology professional, and advocate known for his independent albums, his podcast, and his... okay, here we go. Look at this.
Tired of heat? 2 NASA engineers have the fix, and it
Visions forward.
cools rooms in 90 seconds.
Tony writes, I don't upload them as often as you do. Season 6 starts in the fall. Hang on a second here. Okay, we see Tony dancing. Tony's the big fella. And clearly a lack of rhythm. No, that's not Tony. These guys had Tony on their show. Fucking this all up, Tony. The Tony Gebhard Show, Season 6, this fall.
Hey, friends, family, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Just a quick announcement to you that my new podcast season will be coming out and starting in the fall for the Tony Gebhard Show. And I'm happy to announce that I'm going to be bringing my friend Matthew Whitaker back to the pilot seat for this one. This one's going to be a lot of fun. Go ahead and visit his site right here on the screen and in the description. You'll be able to find that. And, of course, be sure to hit that subscribe button. What are you doing? Now, if you hate me, that's cool, too. You can leave me a comment and let me know how gross I am or...
How could anybody hate you?
You know, how bad my voice is or whatever. But if you love the content, that's awesome. Please give it a follow. And I'll be super excited to bring the Tony Gebhard Show back for Season 6 in the fall. We'll see you then.
On screen, The Tony Gebhard Show. Music, motivation, positively obnoxious. Season 6 this fall. MatthewWhitaker.net.
Okay, Tony's voice is so soft. He inflects beautifully. He takes his time. His pauses are perfect. Follow him on YouTube at Tony Gebhard. At TonyGebhard. Follow him. He's got 6,073. What the fuck am I trying to say? He's got nearly 7,000 subscribers and people who just love him. Thank you, Tony, for being here again. Tony says, I learned from the best. Well, you've always had a flair for the dramatic. Megan says to Tony, have you talked about beep, beep, blowjob on your podcast? I don't know if Tony, that's a good idea. Tony has had an interesting life, even though he's, 30? A lot has gone on with Tony. Starting with Beep Beep Baseball. Like if you were to go from Beep Beep Baseball, that moment in time, to the Beep Beep blowjob incident, which that is not my joke. That was Tyler's joke. Tony came out of the closet and he announced it to the world. And so what was Beep Beep Baseball now is Beep Beep Blowjob, and hilarity ensued. It's fucking fantastic. It's a great joke. Now, when Tony says I learned from the best, I did not teach Tony how to do beep blowjob. I don't get involved in that. All right? I'm not in the business of teaching people how to do blowjobs. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you as always to King's Room Barbershop. 3 great locations, Northland Drive, Caledonia, and at 821 36th Street. Kingsroom.net. Haircuts are $21, $18 if you're active or retired military, plus tip. All sorts of great hair care products there. And if you're a dude or a chick who likes short hair, you get your hair cut at King's Room Barbershop. Kingsroom.net for exact locations and schedules. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. Wonderful place to get your vehicle repaired. All makes and models, including hybrids and EVs. All Teslas. You can have them serviced at Irvine's. ervines.com. That's ervines.com. They have free loaner cars. They have the best coffee maker in the business. And wonderful staff that's willing to help you. Finally today, get tickets for your West Michigan Whitecaps. Home games every other week. Saturdays and Sundays, fireworks. Sundays, kids eat free. Thursdays, thirsty Thursdays. Thrifty Thursdays, excuse me. Whitecapsbaseball.com. Tickets as low as $14. The Dirty Donut Race asshole of the day. Yesterday was men who don't love postpartum baby murderers. It was a real highlight of the show, by the way. I think I've got my magic marker somewhere around here. I know, you know what? It's right in front of my face. It always is. I just need to look for it. Who can our asshole of the day be today? Could it be teenage murderers? Could it be Costco parking lot ragers? Could it be the owner of the Seattle Storm WNBA team? It's definitely not Sophie Cunningham. AI. How about this woman that murdered the boyfriend? Could she possibly be the asshole of the day? Let's see. Not to mention person who lost lottery because they didn't have the ticket. Baseball player Harrison Bader. I think I know who it's going to be. Your Dirty Donut asshole of the day is Luigi Mangione supporters. Congratulations. You've earned it. That concludes the Friday broadcast. But fear not, I have the Patreon bonus podcast coming up a little bit later on. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. You can get it for free online at patreon.com/Eric Zane. Okay, that's it. Have a good one, folks. I'll talk to you later. Have a good weekend if I don't talk to you later. And we'll do it again Monday. Bye-bye.